Let me ask you for your perspective on where things stand with the wall that the president has talked so much about, certainly spoke a lot about when he was a candidate. He was in Arizona last week talking about this, fulminating about the need for it. We understand 4 preliminary contracts have been submitted here, or test models have been submitted here for building of that wall. Where do things stand? The president adamant that it be part of legislation that the Congress push forward here over these next few weeks. How much is that going to imperil the process of guaranteeing funding here for the next fiscal year?
Well, I think it's a critical issue, and you've heard from, at least from the Democratic side, a very loud and resounding that is not a budget item that we support or will support. You hear tepid, if that, support on the part of Republicans for the wall. It's fanciful, it's a symbolism in terms of what its intent is in terms of security, doesn't meet, is not going to accomplish that, and more importantly, to use it as a pawn in this whole discussion about DACA, where the murmurs in the discussion about if you give us a wall, if you give us these other security measures, then maybe we will not dismantle DACA. That kind of reprehensible hostage taking is something that collectively on the Democratic side we are absolutely opposed to. It has to be separate item and not tied to DACA, and certainly it is an anchor and a drag on the overall budget process if the president continues to insist that that has to be his priority. Of all priorities that we're facing in this country in terms of the budget, to make this the priority, I think is not only a waste of time, it is really skews what we're trying to do, and the budget that at some point needs to be passed by Congress, and a debt ceiling that has to be addressed by Congress in order not to shut down the government, and the consequential issue of DACA that are before us when we go back. The wall, quite frankly, is minor, irrelevant. It's only the major issue in the president's mind.